Top of the day to you guys out there. I say, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is TV. We are global and social commentator. Today, we're going to talk about what's trending in the Nigeria social space, and that is Regina Daniel and Senator Nen Onko. Uh, a lot of people are divided along two lines. A lot of people have said that Regina Daniel, we don't know if the marriage is going to break, but as I speak, Regina Daniel is no longer in the house of Nen. She has temporarily moved out, depending on when they've been able to sort out some certain things, which we think they will be able to sort out some certain things. Because you know what? The reason why Regina Daniel married Nen in the first place, that reason is still there. And that's what? Money. Senator Nen is, from all ramification, a millionaire. I don't want to use the word billionaire because we don't really think that he has enough enterprises to be called a billionaire. But millionaire he is. And don't forget, he's a senator. And what a senator takes home every month in Nigeria is in millions. So Regina Daniel will believe that it was because of the financial consideration, the status of Nen. That was why the family, especially the mom, urged her to marry the senator because she was just 16. She was just 16 when the courtship started. And by the time she was 19, she was already the wife of Nen Wonko. And don't forget, Nen already has 6 wives, so she was the 7th wife. So today we want to tell you what are the debates, what are the glues, what are the elements that will make a successful marriage. In fact, there's a lot of factors, but we just want to pick the 10 most pressing reasons why a marriage will see the test of time. You see, marriage is not easy. It's two people from two different backgrounds coming together, two different culture mixing together, two different way of thinking merging together. And if one is not careful, it could lead to a breakup. We have listed 10, and this thing we've listed is not in the order of importance. We just listed 10. The first one that we said was there have to be respect and loyalty between them. The key word is respect, especially for the man. Men will have learned that one of the reasons that a man look forward in a marriage is that the wife respects. The wife respect him. The wife respect him. You see, a lot of people have even said that respect is the primary thing that the man looks forward in a marriage. Why? The counterpart, that's the woman, look forward for love, caring, attention. Number 2, communication, which we will call effective communication. Marriage is between two people, like we said, of two different backgrounds. You have to communicate effectively and clearly what you want. These are the no-go area for me. These are what I want. These are what I don't want. The same thing with the spouse. Both of them have to have it clear what they want and what they don't want, and what annoys the other one as to the things that also make him very happy. So communication is the second thing we have here. Remember, we said first is respect. These are the elements that will make a marriage successful. Primarily 10 points. There are more, but we're just going to list at 10. Number 1 is respect. Number 2, we said communication. Number 3, time, or what we describe companionship. You see, both of them need to have time together. Not just time, but quality time. And don't forget, I think this is also lacking in the marriage between Regina and Nen. You know why? Regina Daniel is the 7th wife. And we've told that, and I think at home there are about 5 wives. You have to wait for virtually 4 or 5 weeks. So this is one area that we think the marriage between these two people are suffering. Then this is also related to the number 3, which is number 4. Intimacy, or what we so call sexual closeness. Like we said before, he sees him once in a month. Probably we'll just imagine, because if they have to see all the wife, then it's possible it will be once a month or more than once a month, because he's a businessman that travels all about. So probably he's only home on weekend. And if we look at the weeks in a month, it's about 4, at most 5 weeks. So at the end of the day, he will have to share this time among the 5 wives that is at home. So at the end of the day, there will be not much. We'll think this is also one of the reasons why the marriage suffered. Number 3 is forgiveness or being patient. When we talk about this, there is a doctor, a professor, a PhD holder, a professor who said, Jerry McDonald from California, he said that patience is one of the most essential quality for a surviving marriage. They have to be patient. Nen Nwoko has come out and said that Regina uses drug, he drinks a lot, he club a lot, he do a lot of things. If he is coming out now to tell us, which means he has been patient for about 3 years, hoping that she will change. And probably now that he has seen that Mama, she's not ready to change, he's beginning to explode too. We are not in favor of any of them. We'll just say what we think happened. Then we'll talk about affection and friendship. If you look what Nen said, he said that anytime Regina wants to visit him in his house or in his apartment, she's very high on substance, which means Regina probably does not have affection for Nen Nwoko. So for him to be able to carry out the matrimonial duty, she has to get herself high, get something to push her to class 6, so that she'll be able to tolerate what she does not like. That's our own intuition. That is what we believe. If not, why would she get high before she goes to see her darling husband? The honesty and trust. Honesty and trust. This is also a requisite for a successful marriage. They have to be honest. Honesty. They have to be trust. And that will provide security for both of them. Honesty, trust is like a glue that gum all the other factors together. Appreciation and value or gratitude. Remember when we watched the video, Regina said, in Nen Nwoko's house, I am nothing, but in my house, I am a queen. This is talking about appreciation, value. It reflects that Nen Nwoko does not have much appreciation for her, because in his house, she's nothing. So I think this is also an area that the marriage between these two people have suffered. Another important factor for marriage is finance. Yeah, but in this case, this is not an issue, because we're talking about a multi-millionaire here, or if not a billionaire. So I think finance really has nothing. It's to do with it. But Regina complained that even the Ferrari that she got, and then Nwoko did not put it in her name. And this is where, if you go around again, this is where trust comes in, of or appreciation. If Nen Nwoko has valued her, definitely the Lamborghini or was it Ferrari, I don't know, should be in his wife's name. So there's something, a lack of trust or appreciation. We're just interpreting what we think, and we might be wrong. So the number 10, which is psychologically matured. A lot of people have also reasoned that this could also be age, but it is not always that age has to do with maturity, psychologically being matured. You could be 25 years and you are psychologically matured, and you could be 40 and you're still not mature. But in this case, we're looking at it as matured in the sense of facing that hectic responsibility as a mother and as a wife. The question we want to ask, was Regina Daniel psychologically matured to go into this marriage? Don't forget, she got married at the age of 19, just a year after becoming an adult. Generally speaking, 18 years is the age that the world has, leveled that if you are 18 and above, you are an adult. But scientifically, it has been proven that you are not matured. You are not a full blown adult until you are about 24, 25. For both man and woman, 24, 25. So if we go scientifically, we will say Regina Daniel was not psychologically ready to be a wife. And also, not just being a wife, to be a wife to somebody that is as old or even older than the father. We've seen the situation where Ned Nwoko has accused Regina Daniel of coming to life when he was in the bedroom almost naked. Regina Daniel is a young girl. She's of this generation, the Gen Zs, a generation that take things or think things as differently from the generation of Ned Nwoko. Ned Nwoko is about, I think he's almost 70. So you can see that he's of another generation. A lot of people might argue that age does not count really in marriage. But what counts is, even with the age differences, are they of the same generation? Do they really think alike? Is the culture, the way of life that one think, is it related to the way of life that the other one think? These are many other questions. The little thing that make us think that was why the marriage have, do I say, a glitch now, have an issue. But you see, Regina Daniel has been married for about, since she was 19. She's almost 25 now. So that will give us with about 6 years. So a lot of people have said that if she has been involved in this marriage for 6 years, because most marriages will crash after the second and third year. That is what scientifically I've said. But since the marriage survived the second and third year, and this is the sixth year, many people are of the opinion that they should try and work this out. That Regina Daniel need to pull up a little bit to the standard of Senator Ned Nwoko. And Ned Nwoko should also try as much as possible to come a bit lower. A lot of people have said so many things. But we don't want to conclude because we are not with them. We don't know what's going on. Everything that we have had or known is what we were told. And we also believe that Ned Nwoko should not have pushed his wife under the bus by coming out openly to say that she's a drug user or she do drugs. But we think that he was also trying to cover up the domestic violence side of it. He does not want the society to drag him like a man that is abusive. So he quickly bring out the shortfall of his wife in order to cover his own. A man that does that, will you say the man love his wife? Will you say the man appreciate his wife? Will you say the man trust his wife? That's the question for you guys out there. Remember, ours is to tell you how things are. We believe from the video that we saw, yes, there was a domestic violence. Yes, abusive relationship have been part of the marriage. Even though Ned came out and tried to cover it up. And we also believe that also this drug of a thing is also part of the problem. So I think both sides have faults. So if they could come together, sit down, and communicate effectively. Remember, we are emphasizing that communicating effectively. And also be honest to themselves, be truthful to themselves, and then begin to let the affliction come over again. Time they say he's the greatest healer. We wish them happy marriage life. Where if it's the first time you come across this channel, this is Cine TV. We are global and social commentator. We ask you to please subscribe to this channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember, we love you, but God love you most. As it is the culture in this channel. We'll catch you when we make the next video. On the day we'll say, chooks, ciao, adios, over. Peace out.